I'm going over a necessary key for success that you may or may not be missing. And if you're struggling to get where you want to go, this can be that unlock that you need. What I'm referencing is why self-discipline is necessary for success and how you can achieve it. So, what goes into self-discipline and why is it necessary? So, I have 3 factors on why self-discipline is necessary for success. And then my 4th main point that you're going to want to stay around for is how to develop self-discipline. We can talk about it as much as we want, but we need to take action on it. And that is what that 4th point is about, is being able to take action on your discipline to be able to improve it every day so that you can be successful in how you define it. So, the first point on why discipline is necessary for success is it is the foundation for consistency. By being disciplined, it gives you a certain level of consistency. For example, if you say, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 days a week. If you do that day in and day out for months on end, you're getting that consistent behavior that allow you to be successful and build the body you want or lift the amount of weight you want, whatever you define it as. So it is the foundation for consistency. And one factor of that is going to give you productive routines. When you're disciplined, you're going to have routines that take you to success. So if you want to have your own business, you're going to focus on the learning and the hours that are necessary to be successful and have those productive routines to be successful. Now, on top of those productive routines, being self-disciplined will help you avoid procrastination. For example, one of my favorite things to do is the 4 ITs of goal setting. This will help you increase your discipline, and those are say it out loud, write it down, date it, and send it. So what I mean by this, let's say I had a goal of every day I'm gonna go to the gym at 6 a.m. So I would say it out loud, just like I did. I would also write it down in my notebook. I would also put a date on it. When am I gonna start this? So let's say I wanted to start that tomorrow. So I would write down, I'm gonna go to the gym at 6 a.m. I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna start that tomorrow. So I'd put the actual date. So the day of recording, this would be April 21st. And then I'm also going to share it with my partner, my mentor, or a friend. Now by doing that, I'm gonna be much more disciplined to do that because I'm more accountable, but it'll help me also avoid procrastination. If I am disciplined, I will start it tomorrow and I will start working towards the goals that I want to. And that is just an example of that. But being disciplined allows you to avoid procrastination, whether it's with fitness or maybe it's by the end of the day, I'll have this many pieces of content filmed, or by the end of the day, I'll have this many posts written, or by the end of the day, I'll have this amount of hours worked. And if you could stick to that, you will not procrastinate. And a great hack is also to hold yourself accountable, and to avoid the procrastination is to set time deadlines. So by 4 p.m., I will have this done, and then be disciplined on it and stay to that. That can give you the foundation for consistency. Now, also with discipline, you're gonna achieve your goals, because by being disciplined, that is the necessary factor to achieve your goals. Now, again, the work is the goal, at least in my opinion. That's from Hormozzi, but I have a sticky note right there that says the work is the goal. So I only focus on the quality and the quantity of hours that I work. So by doing that, by being disciplined, by knowing that I have to work, 8 hours today and then 5 hours tomorrow, whatever it breaks down to, then I will achieve my goals that I will want to. And then I also will focus on learning how to improve the quality of hours worked, which will again help me achieve my goals. So discipline is the foundation for consistency. And the definition for discipline is simply long-term thinking to be able to reach your goals and to put your emotions, thoughts, feelings aside to be able to prioritize long-term thinking and that short-term sacrifice. So that gives you the foundation for consistency. Now, the second piece of why discipline is necessary for success is because it enhances focus. Specifically, it reduces distractions. If you're not a very disciplined person, you may be working, and if you have your phone, social media is a work killer. So if you're not disciplined, you'll find yourself scrolling on reels for 30 minutes to an hour, or maybe you find yourself picking up the TV remote. Whatever it may be, if you are disciplined, it'll help you reduce distractions and enhance your focus so that you can get to your goals and be successful. Now, on top of enhancing the focus, it'll help you prioritize your tasks. With that, you're going to be able to understand, okay, I know this is not very important. I don't need to work on this. And something that I found, a trap I found myself falling into, is let's say I have a big work project I need to work on. I'll find myself being like, I should go do that laundry right now. But that is not prioritizing my tasks. I need to do the big work project. I know it, but the laundry is easier. So I feel like I'm still working, but I know that I need to focus on the long work project, prioritize that task, and be disciplined on working on that thing, which helps me, again, enhance my focus. Now, on top of prioritizing tasks, it's gonna help you get into deep work. Now, deep work is where you're in that flow state where you're feeling really good and you're able to just really execute at your highest level. Now, this kind of relates to distractions again, that if you're not disciplined, you're not going to be able to get into that deep work. And starting that deep work is the hardest part. I found that just sitting down and doing the first 2 minutes or first 5 minutes is the hardest part. And it takes discipline to do that. So if you're able to just sit down, start that 5 minutes of your deep work so you can get the highest quality and quantity of your work done in a day, that is where discipline comes into play again. So it enhances focus, and enhanced focus also, as I referenced earlier to the definition of discipline, of short-term versus long-term thinking. Short-term thinking is that, I will do this today and, my goals don't matter as much, but you know that you have to be disciplined and focus on the long-term things that you and your goals that you want. So being able to prioritize your long-term achievements over those short-term pleasures is what will help you enhance your focus with discipline. Now, a third piece that is necessary for success related to discipline is it builds self-confidence and self-respect. Now, you may ask, how does that relate to success? Well, I think it almost has to relate to everything to success, because when you build that self-confidence and self-respect, you're going to get a mastery of self through discipline. One example of mine is I don't want to get in the ice bath every day. I don't want to go to the gym every day. I don't want to go to my MMA training every day. But it relates back to my discipline where I have to. And when I have to, I start to respect myself because I'm respecting my word that I told myself. I told myself I would do it. So then I do it. It's like the ice bath. Before it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. But I respect myself so much more after because I put my feelings and thoughts away and I knew what I had to be done to make my body feel better and be ready for training. So it gives you a mastery of self through self-discipline, which allows you and empowers you to do whatever you want. Now, on top of that mastery of self, you're going to get a level of achievement through discipline in whatever it is. Like I referenced earlier, maybe it's just as simple as start exercising, but you're going to get a sense of achievement from that, and you're going to feel really good and build some confidence within yourself, which can help you drive to success in any area of your life. Also, on top of that, it's going to develop a certain sense of resilience to failure. Because when you're disciplined, you have to override your mind and emotions so many times. When you fail, a lot of those emotions and thoughts can come back in, but you can rely on your discipline to have that resilience to those emotions and thoughts, which can help you work through them and understand that the work still needs to be done and you'll be able to get through this failure. So those are the 3 keys that why self-discipline is the key for success. But how can you achieve it? How can you build your self-discipline? Well, to develop your self-discipline, a really easy mind frame or mindset you can have is simply everything that comes out of your mouth, every commitment that comes out of your mouth, you execute upon. Even if it's a really silly commitment, whether it's you're going to draw a picture or paint a picture today, whatever it is, that you are going to commit to that no matter what because you said you would. And how you do anything is how you do everything. And I really, truly believe that. So if you say, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow at 6 a.m., and then you do it, and then you say, I am going to eat this for lunch. Or you're trying to health goals or whatever, and then you do it, and you just build on top of that, you will start to develop discipline in all areas. So I'd encourage you to do whatever you say you are going to do, honor whatever commitments you're going to make, because there are so many people out there that say they're going to do X, Y, or Z, and nothing changes. And it doesn't help them build that discipline and empower themselves. Because I truly believe that is what discipline does for us, is it empowers ourselves by putting long-term over short-term and then being able to put those thoughts and emotions aside. Now, on top of it, another way you can start build your discipline is just to simply start exercising. And I would encourage you to start there. That is the easiest one, because what it does is it helps you build not only your discipline, because there's going to be days you don't want to go to the gym, but you still have to. And then on top of the exercise, you're also building something just for your personal life. You're making your body better, and you can really feel good about that stuff. So I'd encourage you to start exercising. That can be a good way to start building your discipline. Now, on top of that, the last thing you can start doing to build your discipline is set routines and reminders and commit. So like I said, if you're gonna go to the gym at 6 a.m., set those routines, set those reminders, and commit to it. Or maybe you have something you say, and then you're gonna set the reminder, and then what'll happen is, let's say you're like, okay, I wanna go to the gym every day, and you have a reminder that pops up. You're not gonna wanna go some days, but if you force yourself to go, that can help you build that self-discipline. So that's why self-discipline is necessary for success, and then a little bit on how you can achieve it.